we can jump straight into the question and answers. All right. I have some questions here. I hope I am able to take the ones I've highlighted to take for today. If not, of course, don't forget we have the Telegram session tomorrow at 9 p.m. Okay, and the idea of that session is I want people to talk to me. All right, so far I've not been able to for some reasons I don't bring people on the live show here on Instagram. Okay, but I want us to have that on the Telegram group. So you have questions you want to discuss, let's go do that on the Telegram group. We'll do that tomorrow 9 p.m. So if you don't know what the handle is, just search for it on Telegram, Single and Ready Club, and you'll find us there. Just join, and that's where tomorrow's session will happen. It's a Q&A, strictly question and answers. So bring those questions. All right. Thank you for the love. People are ready. Correct. Okay. First question goes like this. I have a friend who was asked to pick between his career or get married. Should this even be a question to be asked by someone's partner? Okay, now someone says, so the way it is, we don't know if it's the guy or the girl, but the way the question is, well, I don't know, let me not say it for sure. So one partner is asking the other one to choose between this relationship or their career. In other words, do you want to get married to me, or do you want to focus on this career? And the question is, should this even be a question to be asked? Sincerely, it's not a good question. It's not the right question to ask. You don't want to ask your partner that kind of question. But then if you partner, you are displaying behaviors that is making your partner wonder whether they are priority in your life, then the question is a valid one. But let me explain, let me put certain things in context. Okay, now, before one person is crying out that, hey, you have to choose between me and your career, it means the person is feeling neglected. The person doesn't see himself or herself in your world. Okay, you have not demonstrated that the person is priority to you. Okay, and everybody wants to be sure of their space and their place in your life, especially ladies. Ladies want that security. They want to know, where do you place me? Who am I to you? Do you love me? Am I your best friend? Will you marry me? Do you understand stuff like that? Yeah, you say you'll marry when, you know, the woman wants to be sure. Okay. So if a partner has to ask, then it means that the other person is definitely not showing or demonstrating that the partner is priority to him or her. So that's why the person is asking. And you won't blame them for asking, because they want to be sure what's going on. Are you married to your career, or are you married to me? Okay, so if you're the one who is focusing on career and making your relationship suffer, please, if you really love that person and you want to be committed to that relationship, then what you have to do is to assure your partner of their place in your life and find a way to regulate your activities so that your career is not suffering, and then your relationship is also not suffering. Okay, someone says it might be the guy asking the girl. Okay, I like that, because typically you would want to think that it is the man who is the one who is focused on his career, and the woman is telling him, choose between me and your career. I like to tell women and ladies, don't ask your man that question. Don't ask him to choose between you and work, because you may just be disappointed. He may just choose work above you. Oh yes. Okay, you have to be very special to him, and he has to really be interested in you, for him to tell you that, okay, yes, I choose you over my work. But for goodness sake, my work is, work for man is his essence, is what he's created to do. All right, work is the first thing God gave man. If you listen to our sessions on maximizing singleness, you see how we broke that down. Work is the first thing that God gave to man. So don't be surprised that he's work oriented. Okay, in fact, one of the ways to get your man to love you better and to see and appreciate you is that you identify with his work. Okay, it's not when he's working you come and start nagging and you start looking for attention. No, instead, give him affirmations. Let him know, wow, you're a great guy. I married a king. My guy is hardworking. There's nothing you can't surmount. All of those things will make him know that, yes, my baby's feeling me. All right, but if you are there telling him to choose between me and your work, he will suffer, because he will just surprise you and tell you, if you choose his work, you get out. All right, after all, what you're offering him, he believes he can get it from any and every other person. especially other women. Please let me be very clear. Okay, so don't put your man in that position where he has to choose between you and his work. He will most likely choose his work, and you just be heartbroken. Okay, but okay, so what if it's the guy asking the girl to choose between her work and marriage? That's a good one. Okay, so I just talked about the flip side of it. So what if in this case it is the guy who's telling the girl to choose? Then I think that may be a serious case of insecurity, because why is her career affecting you? Why are you feeling bothered by it? Okay, if you truly love this woman, you would want her to be the best version of herself. You would want her to fly the highest heights. You want her to achieve her dreams. You want her to achieve her goals. So why are you really concerned about her career? What is it exactly that you feel is lacking in that relationship because of her career? Okay, so it might be a thing of insecurity, as a matter of fact. If it's a guy asking the girl to choose between the marriage or the career, then please, if you're the lady being asked that question, please, I advise you, listen to me very well. Hold your career strong, hold it strong, because if this type marries you, he can stop you from working. He can turn you to a full-time housewife. All your dreams, all your training, all your exposure, everything gone. And then the next thing, abuse is introduced into that marriage, and then you start regretting your life. Okay, so if you're the lady who's a career person and your guy is not feeling it and is telling you to choose between marriage and career, please choose your career and move on. You will see another man that will accept you and your career. Okay, but if the person who is supposed to be your husband is already displaying this kind of discomfort with your career, then you should know that it's a clear sign he may not support you in building that career. Yes, you're right that the reason he's asking is because he's insecure. Oh yes, that's what I was just explaining. So you want to look at that also. But then, like I said earlier, you, the partner, do well to assure your spouse of his or her place in your life. Okay, in a relationship, don't do anything that makes your partner feel like you are not there, like you are like they are not sure of where you stand. No, they need to have that assurance all the time. You need to give them assurance all the time. Okay, so whether guy or lady, okay, your partner needs to be sure that they have your heart, and they are the ones in your heart. Do you understand? They need to be sure of that. Okay, and then the other thing you need to do is support each other. Okay, but where the career starts looking like it's threatening the relationship, let me tell you the truth. Okay, personal fulfillment, personal expression is more important to you than just tagging along with somebody as partner who's going to be draining you emotionally. Okay, and that is why no partner should stop the other one from fulfilling their deepest career or self-fulfillment dream. Yeah, good evening, Samson. I see you. You're welcome. All right. So nothing should stop you from fulfilling your career dreams. Your what speaks to purpose for you? What speaks to fulfillment? What speaks to the core of your happiness? Okay. No spouse should stop you from pursuing that. All right. So long as it's legit, of course, because so many things are happening in this world these days. Okay. So I hope I've spoken to that enough. I've done almost 10 minutes on this question. So it may be a case of insecurity if your partner is saying that if the man is telling the lady to choose between her career and the marriage. And like I said to the ladies, please go with your career. Another man will love you enough to accommodate you and your career. But if you end your career because you want to marry, it might be the singular or one of the big mistakes of your life. You will regret it for a long time, because everything that mattered to you, everything that meant for your expression and fulfillment has been halted. You're going to feel like your life has just been put in a cage where you can't express yourself, you can't fulfill your potentials, okay? And that will be detrimental to you and to your fulfillment in marriage. So please, let me move on to the next question. All right, thank you so much for that. The second question says that my friend's mom has issues with him getting married to someone outside of his tribe. Okay. Oh yes, thank you for thanking me. All right, thank you. So my friend's mom has issues with him getting married to someone outside his tribe. The guy, on the other hand, whose mom has this issue, the guy is willing to get married to his fiancée because irrespective of her tribe. Okay, so what should the lady do? So take note. The lady is the one who who is not, as it were, accepted or wanted in the home by her guy's mom because she's of a different tribe. Yes, this happens a lot, as a matter of fact. This happens. I'm not endorsing it because globalization, and if you're Christians, anybody who is a member of the household of faith, is your brother, as it were, and your sister. Or you have the same language, you have the same common home, and how can I explain that? So yeah, if you're Christians, you're of the same tribe. All right, yes, God is your father. All right, but then naturally speaking, there are people who are hell-bent on marrying from their own place. Okay, so the question is, what should the lady do if her guy's mom is not accepting her because of tribe? And the person who asked this question said, what should she do besides prayers? Okay, so that means she's praying about it and trusting God to intervene, but what else can she do? Well, I like to tell people, you see, for you, the lady, this is not even your fight, to be sincere. This is not your fight. If your guy cannot prove to his mother that you are the one he wants to marry, then bounce from that relationship. If he cannot square it up with his family members that this is the person I have chosen and it is what it is, because he gives all the reasons why he's committed to you, why he wants you, why he chooses you, why he believes you're the one who will be his life partner. If he cannot fight that fight with his family, then please take a walk, because that is somebody who is not yet ready for the responsibilities of manhood. He's not yet ready for the responsibilities of being a man. He would always refer and defer to the opinions of his mom, even in that marriage. Another word for that can be a mommy's boy. How can you say because your mom does not want you to marry this person, then you're really... It's not your fight, young lady. It's not. Let the guy prove and demonstrate his love by sorting it out with his mother. Let him go convince her. Let him prove to her. Let him give her reasons. Let her know that, hey, I understand your concerns, but this is what it is, and these are my reasons for choosing this person. If he cannot do that for you, he will not be able to protect you. He will not be able to stand for you. He will throw you under the bus, and you will feel really bad. Okay, so take note of that, young lady. Besides prayers, advise your boyfriend or fiancé, as the case may be, let him go and square it out with his family members. If he really wants you, let him do the justification to his family and let him get them to accept you. If not, please take a walk. That is the answer to this question. That is the answer to this question. You don't have to start doing it. You don't have to start trying to go and please her. Oh, mommy, I can cook. Oh, I will make a very good wife to your son. Oh, I will take care of him. Let me show you how respectful I can be. You don't have to start doing all those. Yeah, you don't have to. No. I'm not saying you should be a bad person, but this fight is not your fight. Let your guy, not your fight, so let your guy go and sort it out with his mom, dad, family, clan, everybody he needs to sort it out with. Let him go sort it out with them and come back and marry you. If he can't do that, please take your shoes and run, because you are about to meet a man who does not understand what it means to leave father and mother and cleave to his wife. You are about to get married to a man who is a boy, and more so who is a mommy's boy. All right, so let me move on. If you think you... Oh, thank you, Absolute Truth. Yeah, thank you, Jilo. Yeah. Okay, the next question says that my man puts me first in everything, but he is lazy. How do I help him? My man puts me first in everything, but he's lazy. How do I help him? So I'm even trying to think of how he really demonstrates this is putting you first in everything. When you say lazy, do you mean that he doesn't have any drive in him? I'm sure that's what you mean. He doesn't have any drive in him to pursue his dreams, to work hard, to create the kind of life he desires for himself. Okay, if that is it, then please, all you can do, let me help you. what you can help him do is advise him and refer him to people, to a life coach, to a counselor, all right, people who will help him to overcome that laziness. I wanted to use some other word, but no, that laziness. All right. Now, while you are doing that, be away from the relationship while you are doing that. Yes. You see, I like to say these things because some people don't know that the same way you can be in a relationship is the way you have a right to not be in the relationship. If a man is lazy, don't try and help him by being in the relationship. Be outside of the relationship and helping him from there. When he improves, somebody else, he should practice his improvement and his not being lazy again with somebody else. Why am I saying this? Because if he's a lazy person in the relationship, he's going to be lazy all through the time of that your marriage. He's going to remain lazy. Okay? This is not about love. It's about who he is. It's about his lack of motivation. It's about his lack of vision. It's about his indiscipline. It's about his lack of drive. It's not about love. It's not about emotions, by the way. It's not about always being there for you. If he really wants to be there for you, he should go and improve himself. Love is responsibility. Marriage is responsibility. Marriage is commitment. Marriage is work. So if you are lazy, you can't even do marriage. You can't even do love. Because love is commitment to the welfare of somebody else for the rest of your life. How can you do that if you're lazy? How can you really do that? If you go ahead and get married to a lazy person as a woman, you will regret it all your life. And guess what? Before long, you will start tripping for those other people who are hardworking, who know how to, hit their targets. So, you start tripping for those guys, and then you start bringing in all kinds of emotional infidelity into your home. Why? Because your guy is lazy. Okay, so if he's lazy, recommend him to a life coach. Send him my number. Let us discuss. Or any other life coach, let's help him break out of that destructive behavior, because it's not going to help your relationship at all. It's not going to help your relationship at all. If he's lazy, recommend him to a life coach and bounce from that relationship. Be helping him from outside. Why is this important? If you stay inside and you see he has already gotten you, because you're in that place where you're saying, oh, he puts me first. Oh, he's everything I want. Oh, he's such a fantastic guy. He's a great guy, but he's lazy. I don't even know how two of them join together. You see, he's already getting you in that place. Mostly by the things he says to you, by, he allows you to do certain things, probably buys things for you and stuff like that. But if he's lazy and you have identified it as lazy, in fact, you're asking this question because it is a concern to you, because you don't want a lazy person. So, while you are helping him, be out of that relationship. You don't have to be in a relationship to help people. Help people from outside. If not, you actually would regret getting married to a lazy person. It will so mess you up. Because the way the woman is designed, women are fantastic. They are powerful people. They can do so many things. They can handle so many things. If that guy is lazy, you're going to find that you can't even trust him to lead the marriage. All right. And with laziness, take note, will come insecurities too. Because when you're hardworking, when you're shining, when you're going all out, he's going to say, what's wrong with this woman? Are you the man of the house? Is it because I don't have money? Is it because before you know, you start treating you anyhow? You start messing you up, he'll start abusing you, and then, it will just complicate your marriage. So you don't want to get into all of that. Laziness and insecurity, they are brothers and sisters. They go together. If he's lazy, that means that he's going to have problem with your hardworkingness and with your diligence and with your progress. Okay? And he will start taking it out on you. I know men who have closed their wives' businesses because the women were doing well. And then they are not doing anything. She will work hard, take a loan, start a small business to start thriving. She's all over the place. She's making money. She sustains the home. Evil men, they will frustrate her and close that business. Why? Because they're not comfortable that their wife is the one bringing in money. If you're not comfortable, okay, go and work hard now. Go and do your own hustle. Did she use her own to stop your own from? Do you understand? So why can't you go and work and also be bringing something to the table. Instead, they frustrate the woman, they put her down, they do all kind of things to her to disempower her so that she can't be shining because they are not shining. That's what will happen to you if you go ahead to get married to a lazy person. He will bring you down to his level, he will frustrate you, and he will always try to keep you under. Okay, you don't want that for your life. So please be helping him from outside. Yeah, that's the answer to that. Okay, I hope you can relate to that, and I hope you understand it. All right. Let me read this one. Someone says, how do you fall out of love with someone you love so much and then fall in love with someone who isn't worth your love? Let me tell you the answer to this question. The answer to this question is that you should go and listen to our series on unbundling love. Okay, go to our IG and go to our YouTube channel. You'll see the post where we talked about unbundling love in February. We used the whole of February to unbundle what love is and what love is not. Then in March, we started explaining what exactly love is. That's what I will tell you as an answer to this question. Go and look at the things that love is not. One of the things that love is not feelings. Yes, there are feelings inside of love, but it is not feelings. You see, this kind of thing you're calling fall in love, fall out of love, jump up and down. It's because you're talking about feelings. It's feelings that behave like that. It's feelings that lead you into those kind of in and outness of love. Okay, what we define love as, we define love as a willful, intentional, deliberate commitment to add value to somebody else's life for the rest of your life, even if you're not being rewarded for it. To commit to the well-being of someone else, someone you have chosen, to give this level of attention and empowerment and emotional support. Okay, you cannot do that and be jumping in and out anyhow. It's feelings that jump in and out. When you love someone, it is a commitment. You stay there because it's not even easy to carry that level of investment of your emotions and everything that you have and transfer to somebody else. You see, so what people call fall out of love is that they no longer have feelings for that person. Is that the butterflies in their tummy have died of hunger, or have disappeared, or have run away to go and fly in another person's tummy. Do you understand? So those are the things that people call fall out of love, and then fall in love. Do you know what love is? You don't do love like that. You don't do love like that. Love is deliberate. It's a decision. Love is informed by knowledge. You have observed this person. You guys have spoken. You have observed their life. You have seen their qualities. You have seen their character. You have seen things that are important to you. Then you tell yourself, okay, I can commit to this person. Do you understand? That's what love is. Love is not every time I think about, no, that's not love. That's you are thinking, you are attracted, you are obsessed, you are lost in. That's not love. Okay, so please, if you're the one talking about falling out of love with one person and falling into love with another person who is not what you love, you don't know what love is. What you need to do is go and learn what love is. And like I have said, love is deliberate. It's a commitment to add value to somebody else's life. You don't make this kind of commitments anyhow. Refer to our sessions on maximizing singleness, okay, and also the sessions where we talked about what to look out for in a spouse, so that you will know the kind of person that is worth, receiving your emotional commitment. Not everybody should get that. Not everybody should get that. And when you choose the person you have decided to give this level of commitment to, all right, stay there. Now, I'm saying this because you would have observed, we talked about different ways to assess this person spiritually, mentally, and then physically. We said physically is last. What happens is that most times people put physical and outward qualities first. Oh, he's flashy, he's fine, he has six packs, he has beards, oh, he looks good, he's rich, she has beautiful shape, oh, her family is connected, oh, they're very rich in their family, oh, she rides a good car, oh, you're looking at all the external things. When you're doing that, you're going to have problems. Because you will build your expectations around those external things, and then those are not the things that have the ability to sustain a marriage. So guess what? When you build expectations around those things, your expectations will be dashed and you will be disappointed, and then you start hating on your partner and you start wondering what kind of mistake have you made, and then guess what? You will start looking for somebody else. That's what you're calling fall out of love and fall into love. No, you don't love like that. Love is deliberate. You will calm down and decide who is worthy of your love and who is not worthy of it. I hope you understand me there. So that thing you said about somebody who isn't worth your love. If the person is not worth your love, how did you now fall in love? Because you're looking at feelings. Because you're easily swayed by feelings. Oh, I'm not supposed to love him. Oh, but I'm in love. Oh, she's not the kind of... But what are you talking about? Love is a commitment. It's clear-eyed. They used to enter love. It's not... love is not blind as you people think. That's why every time people think love is blind, by the time they marry, you open their eyes and they will not see that they have made a big mistake. Okay, so love is not blind in that context. All right, you need to know who it is you want to, as you're saying, you want to commit to. You need to know, you need to take that decision well informed, full consciousness, not out of emotions. And today you feel like this, you choose this one. Today you feel like that, you choose that one. If you do that, you keep having problems. And that's what many people do and get into marriage. That is why they're in their marriage and it's very easy for them to contemplate cheating with another person. It's very easy for them to contemplate breaking up the marriage when they are no longer able to understand themselves. Instead of seeking to restore that spark and rejuvenate that marriage, once the feelings are not there, they start saying, oh, it's not going to work, let's break up. Because they are ruled by their feelings. And marriage, you don't do marriage by feelings. There are many times you might not have those kind of feelings towards the person you love. Okay? You can't move by your feelings. We've dealt sufficiently on this matter. I really don't want to get into it again. But what I recommend for you is please watch our episodes on unbundling love and also watch our episodes on expounding love. So what we did first was to remove all the things that are not love, that are in that bundle that look like love. We tried to remove all of those things. We talked about them one by one. Lust, obsession, infatuation, codependence, all of the wrong mindsets and ideas about love. We talked about them one by one, and then we moved into what love is. We talked about what it means to receive love from the Father. We also talked about what it means to express love, what the qualities of love are, and then we talked about self-love. I wish you can glean through all of these, resources, and they would help you to properly have a mindset that will save you from falling out of love, falling into love, jumping in and out, and then what's still loving somebody you say it's not even what you love. I mean, is that not just a dilemma? All right. Okay, this next question says, how do I decide from many similar options? Let me ask you this question. When companies do recruitment, how do they arrive at the most eligible and the most successful candidates? Usually, first of all, the companies know exactly what they are looking for. They know exactly what they are looking for. What they are looking for is in line with their bottom line, in line with their core values, in line with what the vision of the company is about and what goal they want to achieve. Okay, so the first thing I will ask you is, who exactly are you and what do you want? You can only answer the question of who is right for you or who is right for you when you even know who you are, when you know what direction you're headed, when you know what exactly you're committed to, when you know what your life is about, when you know who you are, what you're doing. Okay, there's a question here. I'm going to take it just after this one I'm saying. All right. So when you know who you are, when you have a grip on yourself and a sense of purpose and direction in life, a sense of it. I'm not saying you definitely already know, clear cut what you're doing, but you have a sense of it. You are committed to something. All right. You are on a path. When you have that level of awareness, then it will help you to screen out who fits and who does not fit to be in your life. Then you will discover that what you're saying are several similar options and not as similar, because it will be easy to, eliminate those who don't fit in. When you know exactly who you are and what you're doing, it becomes very easy to eliminate people who don't fit your criteria for life partner. It will be very easy. Take it from me. It will be very easy. You won't be moved by outward appearance. You won't be moved by your feelings, because what you need is very clear to you. What you're looking out for is very clear to you, and you will not just be swayed by externalities or by just any other thing. You would know how to eliminate the people that don't fit what you want. So I think really the attention should be on you. Who are you? Where are you going? What are you doing in life? What value do you have on yourself? What understanding do you have of your calling and your passions and your aspirations, your goal, your ambition? What direction are you headed? Okay. Now, when you find somebody who is in sync with all of those things about you, spiritually, mentally, and like I said, physically is last. When you meet somebody who is in sync with all of that, then you are closer, at least, to knowing who you should spend time with. And then when you're at that stage, yes, you can trust God, and you're praying, for God to reveal to you things that are beyond what meets the eyes. You're looking for that conviction in your heart. You're looking for that assurance that yes, this is the right decision for you. Okay, but please, before all of that, you need to know exactly what you're doing and where you're headed, so that you will know the kind of people that can help you achieve those things you are working on, those things you desire, or that will prevent you from achieving those things. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so that is how you are able to decide from similar options. When you have clarity, first of all, on who you are and what you're doing, you will know those who are not on the same path with you, and you will let them go. So this is another challenge young people have. You are dating somebody, or you're in a relationship with somebody. You have seen all the signs that this person is facing the opposite direction, yet you refuse to leave that relationship. You're trying to force the person to face your direction. I don't know why people do all of these things. Most of the complications in relationships are as a result of people's own foolishness. People who disregard wisdom, people who see the signs, who see you despise instruction. You know that this thing is not working, but you choose to stay there. You know that you're not in the right direction. You know you guys are not compatible at all. You know you guys, your visions, nothing about you is in sync. Yet you go ahead and stay in that relationship, and you keep hoping that the person will conform to what you imagine. That's not how you do relationship. You don't get in and hope the person conforms. No, you get in with somebody who is already in sync with you. Let me say that again. You don't get into a relationship and start hoping the person conforms to your idea of partner. No, you get into a relationship with someone who is already in sync with you. Spirit, soul, body. All right, in that order. Spirit, soul, body. All right, not body, not body and spirit. No, who is in sync with you, spirit, soul, or in other words, in the more weightier matters of character, of vision, of leadership, of ambition, of things that matter, values. When you see that person, then it is easier to say, I want this one. Thank you for bringing this dimension. I will change him. I will change her. Word changers. I clap for you. Changers. You have not changed yourself. It's somebody you want to change. It will work. Take it from me. You don't have the ability to change anybody. Change agent. So you don't have the ability to change anybody. That's not in your power to do. That is not for you to decide. You can't change anybody. Human change. Hey, come on. You can't change anybody. It's not within your powers to do. I've said this severally about understanding your circles of influence and your circles of concern. Changing people is outside your circle of control. You cannot control it. You cannot determine it. Do you understand? You can't do that. It's not in your power to do. All right? So please, forget that idea of I will change him or I will change her. In fact, there was one post I wanted to put up. I forgot to do it. They told the person that you're like number 36 in the line of those that say they will change him, and that did not work. So stop deceiving yourself by saying I will change him. Other people have tried. It did not change. He changed it not. Or she changed it not. All right? People don't change like that. All right? So please. Well, anyway, I'm sure I've hit the point. There was one question I missed. Let me go back to it. How do you know if a guy truly loves you? How do you know if a guy truly loves you? Okay, I'll be answering this, but while I'm doing that, I want you guys to also be chatting your answers in the chat room. Let me see. Someone says you will join them or you run away later. No, you won't join people like that. You know, if they are not in sync, if your values are not in sync, please don't go ahead and do that relationship. All right. So how do you know that your guy really loves you? Let me tell you something. So don't forget. I like to put this, will I call it a disclaimer or this caveat? My relationship advice is for people that want to get married. It's not for people that are confused with feelings and emotions and looking for somebody to validate them by jumping into one relationship and another, looking for boyfriend and girlfriend up and down. I don't have boyfriend and girlfriend advice for you. Please, I don't. Okay? Everything I'm telling you is from the perspective that you are walking towards marriage. That is the perspective. It's not my body. I'm feeling one kind. I need a man in my life. I need a man. I need a guy. I need this and that. So, right. I need a man. It's not that you need man or that you need woman. And why am I saying this? How would you know that your man loves you? It will show in his communication with you. It will show in the time he spends with you. It will show in how willing he is, all right, to look after your welfare, to see to your welfare. It will show in how he talks about you to the people in his world. If he's always coding you, you want to be concerned about that. You see, we're in a relationship, but don't tell anybody, don't let anybody know, hey, you are like number 16, there are others. Do you understand? All right, so there are ways he will be proud. Men like to brag. When a man loves you, he will want to talk about you. He will want to show you forth. He will want to let everybody know, this is my lady, this is my queen. He will prioritize you. Do you understand? What is important to you will be important to him. He would want to meet your family members. He would want everybody in your house to know that you are the one. Or it's you. It's not any other person. He would want to quickly establish his place in your life. You would see it. If he's not doing any of this, he may not be interested in you. If he loves you, he will honor your values. He will be patient with you. You won't tell him, I don't like this, and he will insist on doing it. He will be patient with you. He will see to your growth and well-being. If you're jobless, he'll be looking for job for you. He'll be looking for businesses you can start. He'll be looking for ways to empower you. He would want to see you grow. Those are things that would display a man's love for you. It's not just that he's buying you gifts, so he can be buying you gifts so that he puts you exactly where he wants you. Especially if you're already giving yourself to him. Do you understand? It's not just that, oh, he's nice to me, he takes me out. No, it's not just that. It's beyond that. In the quality of conversation he's having with you, he wants to know about your future. He wants to be a part of it. He's telling you about his plans for life. He's telling you where he's going. He's telling you about what he wants, because he wants you to buy into him. He wants you to plug into what he's saying. He wants to do life with you. It will show in the quality of conversations. It will show. All right? If he's not doing all of these things I have mentioned, he doesn't love you. Maybe he likes your body. Maybe he wants to sleep with you. Maybe he enjoys sleeping with you already. That he's not committed. If a guy really loves you, you will see the commitment in everything he does. He will tell you when he's looking at getting married to you. Yes, he will do that. He will tell you, he will let you know what he's working towards. Of course, because he does not want to lose you. So he will establish that. He will talk about meeting your family members because he wants them to know that he's in your life and he's serious. Okay? He will want you to meet his own family members too. He will want you to attend events with him. He wants to go everywhere with you. He wants to show you forth. He wants you to know that, hey, he wants everyone to know that this is my lady. He will demonstrate all of those things. If he's not doing those, then please, he may not really love you. All right? Let me see if I can take 2 more questions because time is fast spent. Someone says, what do you do when you really admire someone and see them as all it takes to be a good partner for you, but they want you for just immediate pleasure? This one is very simple. You like the person. You believe that, this is the kind of man I want to, or this is the kind of babe that I want to make wife. Meanwhile, all the person has in mind is perhaps to sleep with you, or the person just wants you for your body. It already shows that you guys are on two different wavelengths, you're on different frequencies, and your values are not the same. Okay? What should you do? Sever that relationship, sever that friendship. You have to draw clear lines. You have to forget the fact that you think you want this person, because the person's values and yours are different. So run away. Run away. Thank you for these questions, because there are many things I don't say in the general teachings. Again, these questions bring out most of the challenges young people face. You see all these signs from the beginning. You know that what he wants and what you want are different. Yet you are telling yourself, I don't want to lose him because I imagine he's every other thing I want, or I imagine she's every other thing I want. But core values of yours, especially towards marriage, are different. And then you still stay in that relationship. If you stay there, you will hurt yourself. Why? Because you will start compromising and giving the person what he or she wants, and at the end of the day, they will not be giving you what you want, which is that commitment of marriage. And then you start feeling heartbroken. Sometimes when I hear some people's heartbreak stories, I ask them, who sent you? Why did you go ahead to do that? Didn't you see it? Was it not clear? Did you not get the signs? So if you're asking this question, it is clear that what both of you want from this relationship are completely different. You are thinking of marriage, the person is thinking about physical gratification, is thinking about sex or anything around that, or all the immediate pleasure. That's what you said. That's what the person is thinking about. You're not on the same frequency. Sever that friendship, sever that relationship, and run for your life. Keep a very clear boundary between you and that person. Okay, and this is where wisdom is profitable to direct, because you already know somebody wants you for your body, and yet he'll tell you, come over now. You carry yourself and go over. You are looking for who will escort you somewhere. You don't see any other person. That's the person you will call. What are you doing? Come and help me now. I'm coming to your house. Or, let's go here together. Let's do this together. And you know that all this person wants from you is your body, and you are not willing to give that. Yet you're setting yourself up with situations, that will keep keeping you in this person's radar. Then you are being foolish. Wisdom is profitable to direct. Or then this person wants your body if you're a lady, and then the person comes around you and you are dressed provocatively. Yet you say, I don't want, but you are dressing in a way that says, come and get me, and then he's coming to get you, and you're saying, stop now, stop. Do you understand? You're confusing yourself, you're setting up yourself. Alright, if you don't want it, let it be clear you don't want it. Let it be clear, let the boundaries be clear, sever that relationship, stay away, keep the person far enough to know that I am not interested in what you want. What I want and what you want are different, so we can't be on the same page. Can two work together except they agree? The answer is no. You need to agree, so that you can make that marriage work. I will take one final question in closing. Okay, let me take this one. It looks like this is coming from somebody who is a student. He said, is it advisable to keep a relationship for a long time? That is from 100 level to 400 level. Did I take this last week? I don't know. If you're 100 level, what are you doing in relationship? I think I answered this question before. If you're 100 level, what are you really doing in relationship? Is that why you went to school? The admission you got, was it admission of relationship? Was it admission of love? Was it admission to study love on campus? And even if you're studying love, it's as a course, not in lifestyle and practice. If you're 100 level, what's your business with relationship? Focus on your books, please. Focus on yourself. This is your chance to get it straight with your life and your a commitment to yourself. Oh, I didn't treat this last week. Excellent. Thank you so much. So I was about to just, push it aside. If you are in 100 level, basically, if you're a teenager or in your early 20s, that is the time to get a grip on your life. In fact, at teenage is when you should start having those engagements with yourself. Someone's in a relationship 101. That is the time where you have to start having engagement with yourselves to find out, what exactly do I want to do with my life? Where exactly am I going? What are my passions? What are my giftings? What are my callings? What are the things? What am I wired for? That's the time to be discovering that and harnessing it so that you can shine, so that you can do well. Look at most of the people who are celebrities in their respective fields. Many of them started very early. They had a sense of direction very early. You have not found that. It's love you're looking for. That's not what you're in school for. As a matter of fact, if you can, completely stay away from relationship while on campus. Because while you're on campus, you have not even entered the realities of life. That thing you are deceiving yourself with, you're calling love. Wait now, I'll get outside of school. Let realities of life hit you. Are you sure that thing will be sustained? So at the end of the day, you start having body counts everywhere. You dated this one in year 1, dated this one in year 2, dated this one in year 3, dated this one in final year, dated this one in camp, dated another one after camp. Okay, what's all this rubbish that your people are doing up and down? Alright? Focus. Focus. You don't have to be in a relationship. Read your book if you're a student. Have a sense of direction. Have a sense of purpose. Be committed to improving yourself. Be committed to your purpose. Be committed to you. Your primary assignment is you. The admission you got was to study and not to fall in love or go and learn relationship 101. Alright, so I will stop there for now, and I hope it's been a good use of your time. Thank you, those of you who sent in the questions. Please keep sending in questions. You can drop the questions in the DM, you can drop them in the Telegram group. Tomorrow we'll take some more questions, but live. I don't want to take the ones that have come in. I want to take the ones people are asking directly. I want to interact with you on Telegram tomorrow. So let's see in the Telegram group tomorrow at 9 p.m. Nigerian time. All right, and then what else do I want to say? All right, please keep gleaning our materials. We have materials on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Keep sharing these things. I got a testimony in the course of the week, feedback from somebody who listened to our materials on maximizing singleness, and she was really blessed and she learned a lot. I love those kind of reviews. Okay, please keep recommending it. Let people listen. Let them find value. And let them find direction for life. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you again tomorrow in the question and answers Telegram, and then next week again on our favorite love show, Love Code with Maisie. Have a fantastic evening or day wherever you are, and see you again. Bye for now. Bye.